Here we are going to explain the movie called Avenge. The movie begins with a scene showing a girl. The girl's name was Zoe. Zoe is about to meet her fiancé. She gets a car from her mother so that she can go there. His mother asks him to be careful and say goodbye. "Don't worry about me," Zoe says to her mother. "I will get there." Zoe was thrilled to meet her fiancé, and she was very excited to meet him. She enjoys taking selfies. That's why she took a selfie after a while and sent it to her fiancé to tell her where she is. During her trip, she met an old man selling handicrafts. After seeing these things, Zoe begins her journey. While driving, she is using a mobile phone, so she loses focus on the road. During this time, an injured man walks in front of his car. That's why Zoe wants to break up immediately. Thanks to that, this man survived. When Zoe looked outside, she saw this man falling. She then noticed that a gang was viciously pursuing the other man. The people in this gang killed this man by brutally rushing at him with the car. Now they're heading to Zoe. Zoe wants to help this wounded man on the road. That's why she ran out of the car, with this man in her car. She was about to run away, but the group got there. They hold Zoe and start teasing her. Then, before his eyes, they fatally killed this wounded man. They teased Zoe a lot. Because of this, she runs away. But then the leader of this gang named Trey appoints Zoe. The bullet hit Zoe's leg. Because of this, Zoe immediately fell. So they took him and tied him to the bed. Then they tortured her a lot and it got bad for her. Zoe was in great pain. On the other side, Zoe's fiancé is very worried about Zoe. It's too late and she hasn't come home yet. That's why he saw the last photo sent by Zoe. There is a sign visible in this photo. Because of this mark, he found Zoe's last location. He immediately called the police and asked them to search Zoe. On the other side, gang leader Trey is still torturing Zoe. Trey says, "I am the grandson of the man who completed a tribe in America." He also showed him the severed heads of members of this tribe. They've been turned into skeletons. He said that their heads were killed by my grandfather. He chooses a skull from among these skulls. He told Zoe it was the skull of this tribe leader. He was a commander. Hearing it and seeing those skulls scared Zoe. Trey was actually telling the truth about his ancestors. After that, the group got drunk and they had a good time. Meanwhile, one of the gang members says we should kill Zoe now. This man is actually Trey's friend. Trey says, "I want to torture Zoe more. That's why you won't kill her now." On it they bet by card. So Trey's friend wins this bet and that's why he will kill Zoe with a knife. On the other side, Zoe, after enduring so much pain, barely escaped. She started to run away but Trey's friend saw her. He holds Zoe and stabs her several times with a knife. Because of this, Zoe died there. So this old man is selling things. He is walking with his dog. Later, he finds Zoe's body. He lifted her body and brought it to its place. He prepares a potion after mixing herbs and applying it to his wound. Here we learn that the old man of this tribe was killed off by Trey's grandfather. So this old man performed a ritual while seeing the spell to return Zoe's soul to her body. Meanwhile, Zoe's body begins to fly through the air. There was indeed a spirit in his body. Zoe's face has turned ugly, meaning her eyes have turned black. Then she attacked this old man, but this old man soon caused Zoe to faint. Zoe's fiancé also went there and stayed at the hotel. Then we get to see Zoe. When she regains consciousness, she goes into town. There she sees a payphone. Then she calls her fiancé from this phone. She told him I was alive and safe. Zoe's fiancé becomes happy after hearing her voice. It also notes the location of this public telephone. After that, he moves to that location. Then she sees a policeman. So she moves forward to get help from him. When she turned around, she discovered that the police officer was actually a member of that gang. When Zoe sees him, she becomes aggressive. Because of that, she reaches a club while following him. This gang member was shocked to see Zoe. Zoe's eyes turn black again. It seems that the spirit is still entering his body. This is a gang member. Trey's friend is attacking Zoe. But before attacking Zoe, Billy exploded her stomach. She killed him by eviscerating his intestines. Then a warrior tries to shoot Zoe with a gun, but Zoe knocks him unconscious by hitting him with a chair. When Zoe's fiancé came to this payphone, he found the police there. He asked the police about Zoe. Then the officer said there was a murder. The person you are looking for is not here. Zoe's fiancé told this officer that my fiancé called me an hour earlier from this place. After that, this policeman said, "All right, I will resolve your incident later." Later, Trey also goes there with his gang. After seeing his friend's dead body, he becomes angry. He doesn't understand who killed his friend. So Zoe's fiancé came to them. He shows them a picture of Zoe and asks them, "Have you seen this girl?" When they saw Zoe's photo, they asked her to leave immediately. Zoe's fiancé tells them, "She called me an hour before from here." Hearing that, they get shocked. They proceed to kill her fiancé. But then the police officer arrives and tells them to leave from there. Then a door to a room opens automatically. There are all sorts of tools in that room. Zoe takes an arrow and a bow and goes from there. Then the people of this gang went to this place where they buried Zoe. They found Zoe's body was not there. Where do they think the body goes? Where can he go? So this colleague who killed her said maybe a wild animal lost its body, because it's impossible for people to kill to survive. But Trey didn't believe it. After that, they were about to leave the house for fear of police. Police can arrest them. That's why they go home and start packing their luggage. But when a friend of Trey went out of his house, he saw that someone shot his name into his car. Seeing him, Trey's friend got scared and he left her a voice note. He told her that I smelled this girl around me. Meanwhile, Zoe arrives and starts killing him with arrows. Then she shoots arrows at him until she kills him. As soon as Trey hears his friend's message, he runs to the cave. Seeing there, he saw that someone had killed his friend. Later, Zoe finds that her body is rotting and that there are bugs in her body. Seeing him, Zoe went to the old man and asked him for her solution. So this old man made it clear to him that he had, in fact, found his body in the grave. "When I found you, your soul was dead, so I performed a ritual and brought it back. But at that time a second soul entered your body. That was the soul of that tribe's leader. The leader's soul wants revenge for many years. The spirit of this leader wants revenge on this whole family after killing them." Chapter: The clan that killed their tribe and the people who hurt you means Trey's family. This means leaders and your enemy are the same. That old man also tells Zoe that she has a short time to act. Therefore, we must do something soon. Meanwhile, Trey was planning to kidnap Zoe's fiancé. This way, Zoe couldn't harm him. She won't hurt them. Zoe's fiancé was crying and very sad when Trey and the others arrived. First, they beat him very hard. Then they picked him up, put him in the car and drove away. But when they left, Zoe went there. She shot an arrow into Trey's friend's neck. Because of this, he hurt himself and started bleeding. Later, Trey and his friends are shocked after seeing Zoe alive. They run away. Zoe runs away and jumps into their car. There, Zoe and Trey's friends fight. Trey's friend stabs Zoe multiple times, but that doesn't affect Zoe. Zoe intends to kill Trey's friend, but Trey resigns. Because of this, Zoe fell in front of the car. Trey drove past Zoe several times but to no avail. Trey is shocked after seeing how she is still alive. He doesn't waste time thinking about it. He runs to save his life. They took Zoe's fiancé to a place and tied him up. Trey's companion who was wounded by the arrow was still in pain. They didn't take the friend to the hospital. Trey's friend told him that when I saw Zoe's eyes, they were black. Looks like there's a soul in it. Listen to her. Trey says, "I know an old man. He lives where you buried Zoe. He probably did that and called any souls into Zoe's body. The secret is that the old man belongs to this tribe." Then we see that Trey hires a lot of men. They have a lot of guns. On the other side, Zoe bound her body with duct tape, and she's sad. But then this chief soul, which means the commander's soul, comes. He gives Zoe 2 weapons that they used in the war. Now night is falling and Trey's wounded friend is in great pain. He wants to go to the hospital right now. He secretly took a car from there to the hospital. Then suddenly Zoe came in front of her car. She threw a stick at him. Because of this, the car loses control and spins. With it, another friend of Trey's dies. On the other side, Trey is telling everything to Zoe's fiancé. That's how they all went wrong with her fiancé. They tortured her a lot. Hearing this, Zoe's fiancé feels very bad and starts weeping. After it, Trey alerts his companions when he sees Zoe. But Zoe is killing people one by one. Trey then goes looking for his friend, but he learns that Zoe also killed him. But then Zoe Tiskas hit a friend's heart in front of him. She ate it right in front of his eyes. Seeing him, he got scared and ran out. As he was leaving, he saw a policeman. He kills this policeman and runs away. Then Zoe went to see her fiancé. Her fiancé cried a lot after seeing her. Zoe's fiancé asked Zoe to stay near him, but Zoe has little time for revenge. She left because she wanted revenge. So Trey went to this old man and asked him to tell me how Zoe came back to life. Then this old man told him everything. He also tells Trey that now the spirit of the tribe leader is present in Zoe. This soul will relax after finishing all your family. Hearing that, Trey asked him how to get rid of this spirit. Then the old man said that you must burn that chief's skull. In doing so, her soul will leave Zoe's body. Then the police found Zoe's fiancé. They freed him from the place and investigated him. Zoe goes to Trey's house and she finds that Trey's brother has committed suicide. The spirit of this tribal chief then kills Trey's mother. And that soul went from there. Then Trey arrives at a place after taking all the skulls. But there is no skull of the head. Then Zoe goes there. She has the skull of this tribe leader. Seeing her, Trey was surprised, and to save his life, he pulled out a chainsaw and started fighting. Zoe cut off Trey's arm and Trey stabbed the saw into Zoe's body. Zoe then cuts Trey's throat. Because of this, Trey also dies. Here ends the revenge of Zoe and this leader. After a while, Zoe's fiancé also arrived. Because that old man called him there. He sees half of Zoe's body in the grave. He tells Zoe that he loves you very much. He then burns Zoe's body. With this, Zoe and the chief's soul found peace. Because their revenge is complete, Zoe's fiancé has no idea what's going on here. So this old man tells her everything that happened to Zoe. He also tells her why she killed them. This movie ends here. Thank you.